Hey YouTube! We're back. Yes, welcome to another therapy sessions with your girls. Ali, oh, Lord. That's what you get for naming me so close to you. Y'all, I swear, like, I grew up with this trauma of being named so close to her that our names get mixed up all the time, and now she's doing it too. My bad, YouTube. Listen. Take two. I'm Elisa. I'm Elisa. And today is Sunday. Know a lot of y'all are probably coming from church watching this, but what's today? It is Inspirational Sunday. Yes. We of course are going to be featuring a video that of course is inspiring. It's non-religious. It's just basically video. I mean, these Inspirational Sundays. We don't do gospel because everybody has different religions and stuff. So we do is inspirational songs. These are songs that just inspire you, motivate you. Yeah. Motivational songs, raise your spirit type songs that get you through a hard time. Yeah, because this song got me through quite a few. Okay. What's today's song, speaking of? Today's song is Conqueror by an artist named Estelle. She's an English-born singer, so she's from over the UK. This song was released in 2015. If it sounds familiar, I'm not sure if I have any Empire fans. That was a good show when it first started. It did. Don't do it. Don't do it. It went downhill after that. But anyway, you gonna have people in our comments. All you do Empire. Well, I mean, it was. Hey, when it first came out, baby. Ooh, I love me some Cookie. Yeah, Cookie was the best. Taraji P. Henson did that. Yes. But this song was featured in Empire the same year it was released in 2015, and it was, when I first heard it, it was a beautiful song, and and from then on, I mean, it was one of the songs I used to, of course, get me through some tough times when I wanted to, feel like I could, when I was feeling despair. I mean, you listen to this song, it brings you up. So, like I say, link will be in the link down below. Give it a listen, y'all. Give it a listen, especially if you're having a hard time right now. I understand everybody, feel Jesus can fix it, but sometimes, just want to listen to something that doesn't have anything about that. It's just basically speaking on just staying strong and keeping, still basically keeping the faith. I mean, just not with, it's just not, it's just a more of a general way of saying. Basically, empowering you to motivate you to do what, needs to be done in your life. Mm-hmm. So what is the lesson on this song? Well, the lesson, as far as what I take from Estelle, the song was basically speaking on, I feel was called generational curses. So that's what the lesson is today. And from what I took of it is generational curses, especially in the Black community. There's a lot of generational curses simply because people, may not have come from a good background, and it just continues on and on through the generations. And it seemed like what Estelle is saying, that when the song opens up, it's like there's people that she sees, that's basically never moved from the situation they've been in. They're just basically going in circles, but they, of course, have time to put her down. I mean, in the song, if you're listening to it, and trying to discourage, and sometimes that's what people do if they're not having a good, way in life. They tend to want to be, petty and discourage others from making it. Kind of like the trolls on YouTube. Hi, trolls. Anyway, they want to discourage, because people, come out into this arena and want to do something, good. I mean, I feel like that's what me and my daughter is trying to do through music, because I love music. She loved it. My daughter used to play the cello. Yes, 8 years. First year. Yeah, she had first year. I mean, she loves music as well. Mm-hmm. So we felt like music was a good, like I say, like she said in the introduction, a good pathway to
encouraged to get you through, hard times and stuff. Because sometimes a good song will, make you dry your tears and say, "Hey, I'm gonna get through this."
It's literally a song for any type of situation you go through, whether it's happy, sad, whether you need a pick me up, or, you know, or the songs where, you need to let out some anger, or, you feeling all lovey dovey. You got those songs too. It's songs for pretty much everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and to speak on that, like this song in my eyes, it's basically like trying to fight the crab in a barrel effect,
Right.
where you're trying to get out, and then next thing you know, someone clamps your leg and try to bring you back down.
Right.
I believe like with this song, um, it should be pretty much on everyone's playlist. Like once you click the link to the song, add it to your playlist. So whenever you receive anything negative feedback, or negative bias or anything like that, put this song on, and it will uplift you, because
Yeah.
in this world there are so many trolls, like you said, trolls, naysayers, frenemies,
Yeah.
the friends that smile in your face, but try to get you to stay in the same spot of where they're at or where they met you. Even family, because
Mm-hmm.
I mean, blood is thicker than water, but not all blood is good blood.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
That is true.
and also small-minded people. You have a dream, and you let everyone know your dream, and you get those type of passive aggressive comments, or even direct comments. Yeah, don't do that. Nobody ain't gonna make it in doing that. Or what you gonna go to college for? Ain't nobody in this family went to college. What you mean you gonna be a doctor? You can't be no doctor. We don't have no doctors in this family.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that,
Right.
to discourage you from following your dreams, or or break your morals, or live a certain type of lifestyle that you identify with. It's always going to be people, whether related, friends, or you don't even know them, are going to have 2 cents to put in on it, and essentially it weighs you down.
Yes,
it,
it does.
it, it, it weighs you down. But just like the lyrics in the song that Estelle said, I'd rather stand tall than live on my knees.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, meaning, I'm not going to let the weight of your negative comments keep me down on my knees in a submissive way to go ahead and stay at the bottom of the barrel with the rest of you. I'm going to fight, and I'm going to keep
Mm-hmm.
going, and I'm going to go for what I know. And that's the end of it. You either support me, or I'm leaving you,
All right.
leaving you where I met you at.
Mm-hmm. That's my favorite part in the song when she said, "You gotta be prepared to fight, baby." She saying, because
Right.
I mean, if you got a dream and you got a vision, you're good. Especially in this world when there's so many people that like I say, are naysayers and discouragers. You got to fight. You got to fight for what you believe in. You got to fight for what you're. Everybody that's made it had it all started out with the dream. Even what
Right.
people talk about. The people who like what's his name, Bill, I think it's Bill Gates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bill Gates was in his 50s before he became a millionaire. Because you can imagine, up
Mm.
until he was in his 50s, he wasn't the man he was until so.
I'm so glad he fought, because computers are the best thing in the world.
I know. Yeah, that's what kind of turns the
That's when
engine
I'm
for.
glad they didn't give up.
Yeah, turns the engine of what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Uh, but like I say, like with my age group, because like I say, my daughter's young. I mean, when you're young, you got you feel like you got your whole life ahead of you, and if you do have a dream, you see your vision when you're young. You have a chance to make that dream. But
Mm.
if you get to, when you start getting middle age and you might not have made the progress that you thought you would have made, things didn't happen the way you planned. Like, like I look at my life sometime and I feel like this is not the way I planned it,
Yeah.
But I would never, uh, you know, I would never not want to experience the things that I experienced, because then I wouldn't be who I am today. Everything that I experienced made me stronger. I mean, sometimes I felt like giving up. Sometimes I just felt like throwing in the towel. Mm-hmm. But I had 3 kids looking at me hungry, and they was like, you know,
my stomach's still rumbling.
Right. I didn't give up, because I had basically, for myself too, but I know I not only for myself, but for my children. So ladies, if you're, going through that, I always say, being a mother is hard, especially if you're being a single mother, raising your children alone. It causes a lot of women to make some really bad decisions. Pick people to come, because they're lonely. Pick people come in their lives, and they end up hurting their children or hurting them.
Right.
You have to think about it. Get yourself right first. Right. Like Estelle said, become the conqueror. Don't become conquered. Be the conqueror. Conquer your life. Conquer. All it takes. Like they always say, a journey only takes a step. Once you start walking, you getting there. So right. You just have to take those steps to improve your life. If you have a dream, even if you're, a Gen Xer, if you still got your dream, not unless you're trying to be a rapper.
Hey, 2 Chainz made it. 2 Chainz made it. Okay, 2 Chainz made it.
It's just a dream. I'm just saying, if you're trying to be a rapper.
That's so rude. Go for your dreams. She a naysayer. This is exactly what we're talking about. Tell her you're going to conquer.
Hey, we got jokes. I'm joking. It just made me think of a movie where a guy, he trying to be a 40-year-old rapper. I'm like, okay. But, whatever your dream may be.
I'm snorting.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, y'all. But whatever your dream may be, even if you're middle-aged, still go for it. Still make plans. And a lot of times, most people don't realize when you are middle-aged, like I am, that when, now your kids are grown, you ain't got to worry about no doctor visits, babysitter, trying to get them to go into school. All that's over now. Mm-hmm. My youngest child is 20, so I'm done, and so if I want to, obviously reach for a dream, like I am here on YouTube, reaching for, I remember when I was young, I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be on TV, so in a way I kind of am, I always felt like I'd make a, nice little news anchor, telling y'all, good morning, America, but, whatever. Those dreams obviously didn't come true, but there's other avenues. I'm sitting here looking at you right now saying, hey, so that's what, just don't ever give up on your dream. If you had a dream, you had to raise your kids, you had to, you went through a bad marriage, you went, or your spouse might have passed or something. Things happen in life. Things will come at you and make you feel like you just want to give up.
Life be rude sometimes, right. For real.
It does. But like I say, on Inspirational Sunday, we're going to put songs in, in these videos that, because like I said, not everybody believe in the Lord, but we do. We believe in God, but not everybody.
No, not judging.
We don't judge anyone. Mm-hmm. If you don't, that's why we have songs that's not necessarily religious, but inspirational. If you understand what I'm saying. So that anyone can listen to the song. Mm-hmm. You feeling down, you feeling like, you thought you was finna get a job and you didn't, they didn't call you back, and you feeling like a despair. Pop in Conqueror, and trust me, it got me through some tough times. Very tough times. So.
And what I say to the millennials, and about the part of the song where she mentioned mistakes and how mistakes are okay. They are okay. Like, even if you thought, for instance, when you started school, you wanted to do this, but then you realize, that wasn't for me. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have did this. I should have went this way. Here come, the negative crowd. Yeah, I told you weren't going to be able to. Yeah, and what you say to that is, okay, but guess what? I'm not letting that mistake keep me from still reaching for where I'm trying to go. I'm just going to go through another avenue to get where I'm trying to go. Mistakes are a part of maturing. It's a part of growing up into, the permanent you. You go through different phases. Like for instance, with me, like, there was a teenage Elisa to, early 20 Elisa, mid 20 Elisa, and now, 30-year-old Elisa. Like all the mother Elisa, I don't know them. Something wrong with them back in the day. But but I've made numerous mistakes. Numerous mistakes. And I learned from each one of those mistakes. As long as when you make a mistake, you take a lesson out of it to not make that same mistake again, then, it was just a part of your learning path. Like, what I think of mistakes is like a signal light in your life. So you're going straight, but your end path is up here, but it's on the right side, but you're still going straight. So here comes you make a mistake, and then now it's gonna alter you to that path to your end. I hope that makes sense. But like it's like a signal light. So like for instance, if I didn't make the mistakes that I made earlier in my lifetime, I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't have the life I have now, that I wouldn't give up for anything. Like if I got, a magic pill that said, hey, you go back and redo your 20s. No, I'm good. Like I love my life as it is now.
Right.
So that's why I would say to the millennials, don't be afraid to make a mistake, even if like, her little naysay comment about being a rapper and all that stuff like that.
I tell jokes, but I like that. I don't think I'd ever made it as a comedian, but I like telling jokes.
But just use it as an example, even if it is a mistake, make it. You in our generation and the generation underneath us, we have so much life to go that it's not like you can't recover from it. So do it. Like go for you, go for gold, and that's what this song is talking about. Do you. Don't let anybody, try to discount what you're trying to do with your life, or discount who you actually are, to down your self-esteem so you don't feel like you better than them, and all that stuff like that. Just keep going, become the conqueror, just like she said, be the conqueror, not the conquered.
Right. Okay, and I'm just gonna say in conclusion, I would love the people to drop a comment what inspires you.
Expired.
I said inspired. I said it right. What inspires you, and what you hope to win. Okay, what is your dream?
What's your end goal? Yeah.
Let us know in the comment, because basically you only get one life to live. Okay, this is it. I mean, and you should never give up until you're not breathing anymore. That's basically what we're saying on Inspirational Sunday. It don't end until you stop breathing. So long as you got breath in you, keep going. And you can have that better life. You can have you can reach your goals, and you just have to, like I used to tell my son, because he gets a lot real frustrated, my oldest son, sit down, write down what you need to do, write it down one thing at a time.
Seeing it on paper does something.
Yeah, it does.
It really does something.
Yeah, write your goals down, write where you want to see yourself in the next maybe 2 years. I mean, I understand with the pandemic and everything, people are kind of like, oh Lord, am I going to even see 2 years from now? But if you do, you got, I got a friend. We're still concluding, but just a quick joke. He used to always tell his people, y'all need to plan for the future. And they talk about, what if I die tomorrow? What if I die tomorrow? Well, now they're in their 60s and they ain't dead. And they never did plan for the future. Because they always felt like they was going, what if I die tomorrow? While I'm doing all of this, and I'm, what if I die tomorrow? Well, you can't think of your life like that, because you might not die. So if you wake up and you're still alive, have a plan to go forward, because You can't, I mean, no, life is not promised to no one, and that is true. But you can feel that way at 25 that tomorrow ain't promised, whatever. And then and then next thing you 45 and you like, well, damn, maybe I should have made some plans. So that's all we're saying. Make some plans. Don't give up. And if you lose, and you fall down, get up again. I mean, you can't, because that's the whole premise of Conqueror. Don't give up, because you can win. Okay?
Exactly. All right, guys. Thank you so much for spending Sunday with us. I hope you really enjoyed that therapy session. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe.
I wanted to say something about subscribing. That's about the only free thing you can ever do in life, okay? Just to hit a little notification bell. It doesn't cost you a dime.
Yes.
And to that's free too. Y'all want some free stuff? Hey, there you go.
Take less than 2 seconds.
Because they say ain't nothing in life is free. It is on YouTube. It's a subscribe button and a like button. Those are 2 things that are free. And it's really, really free. We ain't asking for nothing else but a subscribe and a like. Okay. Yes. Anyway, go ahead.
And please also, I'm scared to ask now. Please also remember to hit that notification button so you get notifications of when we post our next uploads. Please enjoy the rest of your Sunday in preparation for Madness Monday. That's not a segment. That's just how I feel about Mondays. So have a great rest of your day, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye YouTube.